If you clicked on this video, you guys are probably trying to learn how to resell and show that 2026 is your year. My name is Tyler, and over the past 3 years, I've been reselling on and off, summer, not summer, hard times, good times. And in this video, I'm going to be finally teaching you guys how I was able to do it and how you can too. And on top of that, I want to be starting a new series where I take you guys step by step on how I'm going to scale, basically starting from $100 up to $10,000. And unlike these other gurus that are just trying to make a quick buck off you, I'm going to be starting a free community to teach you guys how to actually resell, doing weekly calls. And then of course, if you do want it, you can get one-on-one with me. I'm going to be walking through ordering the products, getting the Depop account set up, selling the products, shipping them out, scaling, and starting to actually grow the business. And I'm going to be exposing every single reseller by teaching you guys how to sell links to people. And that is where the real money in reselling is. Of course, I make most of my money from selling links, but about, I would say 45% of all the money I make from reselling is actually reselling. But enough of the yapping, let's actually teach you guys how to resell and what reselling is. So I'm sure if you guys clicked on this video that you guys already know what reselling is, but if you guys do not know, let me explain it just a little bit. There's all different types of reselling, like clothes reselling, all these different types, but the reselling that we're going to be doing is one-to-one replica product reselling. For example, this is one-to-one Dior Sauvage cologne, and as you guys can tell, it looks like the real. Or these AirPods, these are also replicas, but as you can tell, they look real. So what this means is we get products from suppliers overseas, mostly in China.
我在北京
Where, for example, you can get these AirPods for $14 and then sell them on Depop or whatever site you choose to sell on for like 70 to 80. And that's basically a short and simple, little sweet explanation of what reselling is. But now let's get into how to actually start reselling and how to scale with reselling. So like I said, you're selling one-to-one products, and as one-to-ones, you need them to be the highest quality possible. This is why you see resellers all the time saying that they have the best supplier possible, trying to get you to buy the links, which is kind of what I do, but at the end of the day, I think I have the highest quality suppliers. But this brings us to step one of reselling, which is actually getting access to a high quality supplier. Now, if you want to save money or if you have very little money to start, then you could, of course, just go straight to Alibaba and find a supplier yourself. But the chances of getting scammed or getting sent really, really low quality products that you can't sell is probably like 95%. This is why I push so hard on actually just spending like the $10 to go buy a high quality vendor. This means you don't have to waste your money. You don't have to waste your time getting scammed or getting sent low quality products. So as you guys probably already know, here comes the plug, but if you guys want to get access to my personal vendors, you guys can go to the link in the description, which is shoptcsupply.myshopify.store or whatever. You click that link, you guys can go purchase any vendor you want, and just for you guys on YouTube, if you use code YouTube, you guys will get 37.6% off. Why 37.6% off? I don't really know, it just kind of popped in my head. But that's step one, as finding a high quality supplier to actually get the products from. So once you get access to the supplier, or you find a vendor or whatever, you find a manufacturer, you then now can go pick a product that you want, purchase it, and you can wait until it arrives. Now, some of my vendors are USA based and some are based in China, so shipping might be like a week, 2 weeks max. But this gives you time to set up your Depop account, learn on how to sell, and kind of warm up your account, because the last thing you want is your account to look like a bot. But now you might be asking yourself, wait, what products should I even get and what products sell the best? And why are you always saying Depop? What about eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and all these other platforms? So talking about finding products, in my opinion, there's only like 3 products that I would sell, but other people say different things. Now, this is kind of broad, but of course, at number 1, I'm gonna have to put cologne. It's just the best in general. And I'm putting cologne at number 1 because it's so broad. I mean, there's tons and tons of different cologne that people like, different, in-season cologne, and cologne is always in season. You don't ever just not want to smell good. Coming in at number 2, I'm going to have to put clothing. Now, some people hate on clothing, but some clothing vendors have gotten so good, and people are selling chrome hearts right now, and that is printing. Now, for my number 3, some of you guys might think AirPods, but AirPods have just gotten so oversaturated that for my number 3 spot, I'm going to have to put jewelry. Now, I have no idea where my bracelets went, but moissanite bracelets and like moissanite watches and all that have been going so crazy because everyone wants to just like look rich. It's like the new thing in 2026. But now, getting into my second point of why I say Depop is the best platform, it's really because, in my opinion, it is. I mean, 2 years ago when I started reselling, 3 years ago, wherever it was, I don't really remember, eBay was the method. I was printing on eBay. I was selling products within like 5 minutes of listing them. And then eBay caught on that all these products were replica. And most people didn't notice at first because, you know, the whole one-to-one thing was still new. And vendors weren't the best, I would say, but some were. And so people just did not know. And neither did eBay until about like a year later. The next summer, which was probably 2024, it was wraps. No one was able to sell on eBay. A select couple people were, people that had been on the platform just kind of grinding it out. Those people were allowed to sell, and those people made way too much money. And now eBay is kind of dead. Same thing with Facebook Marketplace. People were trying to make new accounts, instantly getting banned because Facebook already knew what they were kind of up to. And it was just really tough. You know, some people can. I'm not saying you shouldn't try it. Some people can sell on eBay, sell on Facebook Marketplace, sell on these platforms, OfferUp, whatever. But right now, it's kind of getting there on Depop. But if you're smart about it and you know what you're doing, you can easily get around Depop and be able to sell and make way too much money as well. Now, quick thing that I want to say, if you have things that you want to sell, like clothes or whatever, in the meantime while you're waiting for your products, I would go ahead and list them. I mean, it could be anything. It could be like an old shirt that you just want to make a couple bucks on. That way your account looks real and that you're not just going straight into selling replica products and like kind of ticking off the AI bot. But if you don't have clothes or you don't want to sell any clothes or you don't really want to do that, that's fine. But if you do sell clothes, you try to like warm your account up a little bit, the chances of getting banned are way slimmer. Now, I was expecting this video to get a lot more in depth, but now that I think about it, the series is going to be so good, and we're going to be dropping so much sauce that this video, we're just going to have to chop its meat off and cut it here. And make sure you guys follow all my other socials, which is kind of just TikTok right now, but I'm going to be posting updates to the free community, the paid community, one-on-one, all these things, going to be dropping sauce constantly on TikTok instead of just spamming you guys with, you know, these terrible low-quality videos. And like I said, I'm going to be dropping a full series, like step-by-step on how to sell, what I'm going to do. You know, I'm going to show the ups, the downs, everything that's going on in the journey. And that's going to be a very in-depth series. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys subscribe. You know, save the video for later if you have to. But yet again, make sure you guys go to my site if you guys want to get access to the highest quality vendors. Make sure you subscribe, follow my TikTok, and yeah, I mean, that's kind of all I have to say. Great first video. Maybe this shit goes viral. Who knows? YouTube algorithm's a little cooked sometimes. But with that being said, maybe you guys can make 2026 your year. Just kidding. Let's make it your year. You guys are going to print if you guys just stay committed. And that's kind of all I have to say. Oh, shoot, I just noticed the Audemars Piguet on my wrist. Yo, if you guys want a looks maxing course also, let me know. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.